Hello friends, this is Owen Fernandez from The Winners Within You. Today, I'm going to talk on the topic of being tolerant. What does it mean? To be tolerant means that you accept other people's opinions and preferences even when they live in a way that you don't agree with. Tolerance also means that you don't put your opinions about those of others even when you are sure that you are right. So in this video, I will try to address two important questions. Number one, why be tolerant? And number two, how to be tolerant. So let's tackle the first question, why be tolerant? Now the best way to put it is, just like Alan Fulton mentions in one of his articles named, Why Tolerance and Acceptance Are Good Things. Now here a word of caution. Many of you may have your own set of judgments, and it is okay, it's perfectly okay to disagree. Now he says that we are not a homogeneous culture. He says that we are not a homogeneous collection of ethnic or racial groups. He even mentions that we are not a homogeneous religious congregation. He says we are a melting pot. And the thing about a melting pot is it could boil over if we are not careful. So we must be careful. He goes on to say that when we are careful, it becomes a rich and vibrant stew that nourishes the entire human race and puts energy into our economic and social lives while broadening our horizons. He cautions that we are obliged to keep an eye on it, and sometimes that means making policies or attempting to reform the culture in order to ensure that some modicum of tolerance is present in society. When tolerance is placed within the moral domain related to fairness, justice, and respect and avoiding causing harm to others, friends, it can only be viewed as a positive moral virtue. Psychological research supports the idea that tolerance is better placed within the moral domain. Now to our second question, how to tolerate. Here I will try to share three important points. Firstly, try to empathize. A good way to become a more tolerant person is to educate yourself more deeply about other people and cultures. Often when people display a lack of tolerance for somebody, it is in part because they feel alienated, they feel insecure or uncertain about what the other person is doing or saying. Make a conscious effort to empathize with them and try to see from their perspective. You may have very different backgrounds and experiences to draw on. It's okay. What seems obvious to you might seem strange or alien to someone else. So try to empathize. Secondly, value differences. An important part of developing a more tolerant outlook is learning to appreciate and value differences. People who value difference and diversity are generally more tolerant of others and less stressed by ambiguity and uncertainty. Tolerance can effectively narrow down and simplify differences in an ever-changing world, making it easier to comprehend because it respects the variety and complexity associated with it. So value differences. And finally, be open-minded. Adopting a more open-minded outlook and exposing yourself to views and cultures that are different from your own can definitely help you to become more tolerant. Finally, one may ask, what are the limits to tolerance in society? It's a difficult and a sensitive question. The paradox of tolerance states that if a society is tolerant without limit, its ability to be tolerant is eventually seized or destroyed by the intolerant. Karl Popper described it as the seemingly paradoxical idea that in order to maintain a tolerant society, the society must be intolerant of intolerance. So friends, learn to be tolerant. Remember the golden rule. Treat others how you would like to be treated yourself. Accepting that people are different and looking for the positive in them helps us build an attitude of tolerance. And it's good. One's true perfection lies in their ability to know and accept their personal imperfections. We are all perfectly imperfect, and thus we need to exercise tolerance. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please comment and share. Also, you could go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to it. Remember, the win is always within you. We are here to help you be victorious. We believe in you and we believe you can. Stay safe and be tolerant. See you soon.
Ooh, the